Hello everyone and welcome to Max Ep. And today we're gonna do a car review. So if you guys don't know, this is my old car. It's a Civic. It's an '08. It's got some stuff done to it. It's got a DC Sports exhaust. It's got some other stuff, headers, intake, a lot of stuff, tune, whatever. That's not my daily, and I'm selling the car actually. So if you live in the good old Ohio area, take a stop by, see little old Susie. But anyway, enough with the BS. So today we're going to be reviewing my 2018 Elantra GT hatchback, and it is probably one of the most underrated cars I think in the country. It's very underrated, so let's take a look at mine. This is my 2018 Hyundai Elantra GT. Yes, it is very clean. I actually just washed it, so it's looking pretty good. Tire shine, of course. Got some stuff done to it. It's got window tint on it. It's got a nice little exhaust coming out the back there. We got a nice little S sticker to get that out. And then we do have a never satisfied sticker. Kind of clean, looks kind of good. So anyway, this is my car. I own this car. I've owned this car since April, and today is going to be my first review on this channel and probably one of my first real YouTube videos ever. I am using a microphone and an iPhone 11 Plus or just iPhone 11, sorry, on 4K 60 HD. So I guess we'll see how this turns out. And this is my 2018 Elantra GT. This car is an amazing car. My grandparents got it for me for about $14,800, $14,900 with 18,000 miles on it. And this is just the base model. I want to make that clear. This is just the base model. This is what you get for the stock money. You can find these things everywhere, going from even 11 to all the way up to 17. Get a sportier model with the 1.6 turbo. Good amount of power. I've never driven one, but I've heard that they're pretty good cars. They're quick. Anyway, so one of the first nice quirks is these right here. These are real. These are real canards. These are real. They are not fake. They go straight out through the back tire. These are real. And these are also the daytime running lights. Sorry, I cannot speak today. I will show you guys a clip of those real quick. These things look sick. I will admit that these things are a great touch. They're pretty freaking bright too. They look great in the nighttime. They look great all around. Great touch by Hyundai. Anyway, so that's the front of the car. They're on both sides. It's got a pretty nice little lip here. Base model comes standard with 17-inch alloy rims, and these rims look great. They look great for what they are for a cheap price. Hell, I don't even think I'm gonna buy rims, but I don't really want to. These rims look great. They haven't been curved. These rims are a great example of what they look like and what they look like brand new. These haven't been curved. They've been cleaned almost every day. I clean this car probably 5 times a week. I'm a freak about that, but so yeah, that's my sticker up top. It's a nice silver color. So it doesn't have any lights on the mirror or any of that warning, but it does have a blind spot mirror, and it actually works pretty well. It does not have that on both sides. It only has it on this side, but still, it helps. My window tint, it looks kind of dark on video. It's really not that dark. It's legal. It is legal. It's only 30%, I think, or 25. Hello, you can see me here. Hello. They come standard with 17-inch alloys. Pretty beefy brakes too. The brakes are actually pretty nice on this car. They're stock, but they're actually pretty good. And actually, one of the cool things about this car is that, if I'm not mistaken, if you guys realize, if you've ever been in a new Velociter, the interiors are very similar. They look a lot alike, and these rims and a lot of the chassis is just taken from that. But the funny thing is I don't understand why they discontinued this car. They put a lot of time and effort and work into this car. I mean, this car doesn't look like any of their other cars on their fleet, so I think it was a bad marketing thing to discontinue it. I still think they should have kept going. Anyway, sorry, had a cord in the last clip, messed it up, got to reshoot it. Comes standard with 17-inch alloys. This is your gas cap right here. Boom, gas cap. You got a holder right there for it. It's pretty nice. I use it a lot. Forget that thing closes automatically. So we'll come around to the back here, and we've got a nice little lip here. It's black and it's gloss. It doesn't really attract fingerprints that bad, but it is a pain in the A to clean. I will admit that this thing is kind of hard to clean. You don't really know what to clean it with, but it is a nice little touch for the car. It makes it look a little bit sportier. From the side profile, let me zoom out here for you guys. It's pretty clean. The car actually looks great. It's kind of sporty. It is kind of long. People think this car weighs a ton. This car only weighs 2,900 pounds. And I have done some of my own weight reduction with the trunk, spare tire, spare jack, some stuff back here. This thing only weighs about 2,800 pounds now. Pretty light car. Come around to the back here, and yes, that's my license plate, yada yada yada. So we've got nice styling in the back. It looks great. I do have an exhaust. This is a Evil Energy muffler. I just cut off the stock muffler and welded this one on. You do not need a full exhaust system for this thing to sound gnarly. I don't understand why people spend $500-700 on a full exhaust system when you're not really going to get much any more power out of if you just buy a muffler, go to a muffler house, cut that muffler off, weld this one on. People should do this much more often. It is a great thing. This thing also comes with a backup camera right here. Nice badging here, Elantra GT, nice little GT badge there. The back looks great. I don't really have any problems with it. I do have a little S sticker up there, and it's actually pretty well centered. It's just a nice little touch. I don't go anything crazy on stickers, but the muffler on this thing actually sounds very good, and I will give you guys a test on that right now. So that really didn't do it justice. You probably have to hear it in person to really understand. But yes, that is the whole car. Let me zoom out for you guys so you guys can see the whole car. This is the whole car itself. Silver is a very easy color to keep clean. These are LED headlights. They look great in the nighttime. There is no vanity mirror on the other side for a blind spot. It is just a normal mirror. The car itself is a head turner. A lot of people really don't know what this car is yet, but it looks great. I would say that when I'm done with this thing, I will show you guys everything on how I will be doing the turbo setup and all that other stuff. This thing with some new rims and a little bit lower would look probably nasty. I've seen a couple of the really nice GT N lines of these built, and they actually look sick. And I wish I could do an interior swap because the interior on them is amazing. So we are in the Elantra GT. I'm sorry if I sound panicky. It is very hot today in Ohio. It is like 90 degrees, and this is normally not normal. So anyway, you get a very nice touchscreen. Very nice touchscreen. Very big, very easy to use, very big. And you get a nice set of gauges up here. Goes all the way up to 160, gas gauge right there, and you get a little screen in the middle here. You have some stuff over here. I'll start the car for you guys. Over here you have your illumination. You can set it up to max, put it down. That is a great thing to have. Traction control on or off. And to be fair with you guys, if you do this, put her in sport and hold on that brake and let it go, it'll burn all day long. Anyway, so here's the steering wheel. You got some nice buttons up here, volume up, volume down, cycle through songs right here. Voice command, mode, that would be your radio preview. Mode goes to different radio stations. Turn that down. Turn my AC down as well. Chill out. You have an end call button, answer call button. You have your Hyundai logo. And you have this, which is, if I'm not mistaken, you press this and you can cycle through the menus up here. You press this pager right here and it will cycle through the menus. Right here you can go down. Actually very easy to use. I go through here and then you can use this button right here to cycle through these miles per hour, average miles to the gallon, trips, and all of that. So if you guys do not realize, I keep it on this, just easier. Tells you how many miles you have left, tells you you're in park. If you go down here, tells you you're in drive, neutral, reverse, and then the backup camera comes up. Pretty nice backup camera actually. And funny thing is when you reverse, the music will automatically turn down, just so you know that you're in reverse. And if you go over here, you have one. And if you press the sport button, it shows up sport or not sport and your gear shifter selector to 1, yada, yada, yada. This car only has 23,341 miles. Pretty new car technically. I've driven it every day. I haven't really driven that car at all. This is the car I drive every day. So it's a pretty reasonable car. Sorry, I accidentally zoomed in there. But also, one cool thing is your lock button, it's a cool quirk, is not over here. It is right here. That is your lock button. This is your climate controls. No, sync passenger, whatever. It's just a nice simple, turn that down, press all of this, AC off, whatever, AC, turn that off, cycle through, foot, and then all of that. You guys know what those means. These are the turn stalks, turn signal. There's the right turn signal. And if you click it once, you get 3 clicks. Click it that way, 3 clicks. And you've got you can actually turn off your daytime running lights. I don't know why you would, those things look awesome, but you can. Auto, I normally leave it on auto, and then brights, flash your brights like that, and then that would be stick on. None of it doesn't actually stick in a fixed position, if I'm pretty sure. You have to have your full lights on for it to stick on. So they normally come on around 7 o'clock. Anytime it's raining, auto daytime running lights come on. Don't have to worry about that. These are your standard windows control. You get a automatic down window, but no automatic up. All the rest of the windows are manual. Gosh darn it, I have water on my window. All of these are manual, that you can all do that. Your mirror controls here. Climate vents, pretty decent amount of vents. You got 4 vents up front, none in the rear, but it doesn't really matter. It's a small car, it cools down quick. Sound system is pretty good for a base model. I have no complaints for it. You have cup holders there, 2 good sized cup holders here. That is my wallet. 2 good sized cup holders here, emergency brake, another cup holder over there, a little storage compartment on both sides. Each passenger has an automatic window, not automatic, but electric window. This car does not have power seats. This is the base model. I don't really care for powered seats. You have your up and down, your lean back, and then your pull forward down here. And then they do come with actual cool custom seats. They come with Elantra GT seat, floor mats. Sorry, they come with Elantra GT floor mats. Pretty cool touch. I like that. Steering wheel is actually pretty cool. They have this little sporty notch down here. It's pretty cool. And it actually sounds a ton different inside. Listen to this. Picks up audio pretty well, and the car actually sounds good, especially when you are getting on it. There's nothing else really in here. You have your standard that you have this, which is standard. Nothing really else in there. It's got a nice little carpeted area down here. You have your emergency brake, works just fine, pretty easy to pull down. You have 2 12-volt outlets here, are pretty nice to have, and then you have a normal USB and audio jack. Most people, this car does also have Apple CarPlay. You have a lot of menus to go through in this touchscreen. Pretty nice touchscreen controls. And if you go over here to settings, you can go over here and change your sound and all that other stuff. You can change where you want it to be, your tone. Just a base model. Remember, this is the base model. This has all of that. Bluetooth, date and nighttime, screensaver. You can change all of that on here. Analog clock, 1008 digital, none. You can do all of this through this little screen. Well, it's not very little actually. This is by standard 2021 standards. This is actually pretty good. Display, you can change probably your brightness, daylight, illumination, default, all that other stuff. Cool stuff for a car, just a base model. Remember, this car was only $14,500 with only 18,000 miles on it. This car runs great, hasn't had any problems, just an oil change, nothing else, no complaints. Back here, you don't really get anything special. You get some cup holders over there, you get a cup holder over there, a little speaker here, and a nice pull-down armrest. I think I showed you guys this already, but I'll show you again just for sakes. Nice size cup holder as well. Seats are pretty comfy. I have no trouble sitting in with them. I'm back here sitting very comfortably. My driver's seat is not very close and not very far back. I sit pretty leaned back. I just a normal driving position. Passenger seat as well, and I could easily, I'm 5'10", pretty long legs. I can easily scoot over to the right side and sit back here, and actually a couple of my bigger friends, about 6'2", 6'1", can sit back here pretty comfortably. So this is a nice and roomy space. Also, one other thing while I'm back here is I will show you guys the trunk space in a minute, but this has a little shelf back here that you can put stuff on. I normally don't do this because I'm very OCD and I have a lot of problems with that. Blocks visibility. I don't really use my backup camera that much. I know a lot of people don't use their backup camera that much, but this car is very roomy for how small it is and how light it is. Also, one more thing I should probably talk about. This handling on this car is amazing for the price. This car's handling is just unmatched. For the price point, I think I could beat a lot of cars, Mustangs, anything around a track. I'm saying that in a joke and kind of confidently. I know that I can take a corner better than one of those cars, but this car can hold corners very well. I was able to, we have a road that we call it Robbins, and you can fly down that road. I mean, you can haul. I can go 80 mile an hour on these turns, and my friends don't notice it. Also, another cool thing, you can be hauling in this car. I know this. I've been fast in the car. I've actually gotten the car up to over 130 miles an hour. This car can move. I will do a driving test here shortly, but this car, just for a 2-liter GDI, is very quick, very efficient, and when you do actually put it in sport mode, it does something. Steering is much stiffer, shifting is much quicker, throttle response is much better. They actually took time on it, and it works. Thank you, Hyundai. That is a great ability. So opening up the trunk to the Elantra GT, the shelf automatically pulls up. You can actually take this shelf out with this stuff right here and just take it out. I like it in there. It looks cool. It's actually a nice touch as well. So you have a lot of room back here, definitely more than enough to go get a full thing of groceries. And you have one power outlet back here just in case someone's sleeping in the back for no reason. You get one nice little light right there. And then over here you just got some vents up there, just a little weight saver. And then if you go down here, this is where your spare tire would be. I took mine out. Weight reduction, it's a little bit quicker, not really noticeable, but hey, weight reduction handles a little bit better. And actually the full weight of the tire and the jack is over 100 pounds. So it is a nice delete. So here's the time I get out on the road and take this car for a drive. Let's go. Driving this car. All right, let's put her into reverse, back out here real quick. I am only 17 years of age. I am legally allowed to drive. Do not question that. I have my license in my wallet. I am legally allowed to drive this car. This is my car. So let's go on a drive. So right now, we're in sport. Take that out of sport for now. Not very good for fuel economy. And so one cool thing about the car, its ride quality is pretty nice. Cabin noise is moderate, nothing crazy. Stereo system sounds great. It's a fun car. It's a very fun car to drive. This car is a blast for the money. And I'm guessing with my electric supercharger, because they have been proven to work, do not knock it till you try it. They have been proven to work. So one cool thing about this car is it's Shiftronic. It is Shiftronic. It's a CVT transmission. It's kind of another word for saying it, but it does have something called Shiftronic. And if you guys do not know, these GDI motors are from Kia. They have a partnership, and they're probably making a good amount of money from it. And one cool thing about this car is it does have the able to slap shift, which is what Shiftronic is. It's a very cool idea, and it's a very cool thing in a lot of cars. And so a lot of people like it, and a lot of people are like, oh no, it's not a real manual, it's not anything funny. It's actually a very nice thing. It's fun to drive, it's a lot of fun, and it's pretty quick. So I'm here on a main street right now, pretty nicely paved road, and it rides great. The car rides good, not really any bumps, nothing really crazy. I mean, I'm holding the camera, so or my phone, I guess, don't get in a wreck. Got a stop sign here. And, okay, or no one's gonna go, I guess I'll go. All right, so here is a nice little acceleration of this car in sport mode. 50, just like that. 50, just like that. This car is no slouch. Has a nice growl to it. It has a nice, you know what I mean? That was weird, I shouldn't have done that, but, you know, it does. It has a nice growl to it. That's a pigeon. Pigeon. Hello. Alright, he's gone. Anyway, so yeah, I'm on a road here. It drives great. Gas mileage is also a lie. So one cons about buying this car, as people were saying, is that it gets bad gas mileage because it's those GDI motors. Whatever. It does not get bad gas mileage. That is a complete and utter lie. I was able to get 42 miles to the gallon on the highway with this car. So it is not a lie. Anyway, I'm going to show you guys the slap shifting mode here. I'll downshift for you guys for a second. Has a nice little to it. Here's a little half paddle. Slow down there for it. A buttload of dust. I just washed my car. This sucks. But yeah, this car is great for the money. I think it's a great ride, and it's probably one of the coolest cars I've ever driven, and it's fun to drive. It is one of the funnest cars I've ever driven. So if you guys like this review on my personal car, I saw that there's not a lot of reviews on this car, and this is an honest review of owning the car. This car is great. It gets good gas mileage. Its reliability, I mean, it only has 23,000 miles, so if I do experience problems, I'm going to guess it's going to be around the 70K to 100K miles, because I'm going to have this car for a while. I got it for free, so why not keep the car? And I'm going to build it, so I will let you guys go on that. And maybe we'll get some quarter-mile times. I do race up at National Trail sometimes. I go there a lot. My brother-in-law races up there a lot. He can run about 7.6 in the quarter with a GTR he has. So yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, leave a like and subscribe. And if you guys want more car reviews or just want me to stick to gaming, let me know, because I will do whatever you decide. This is a completely honest review on the 2018 Elantra GT hatchback from Hyundai. Have a great day, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.